Welcome to Alaska. Today we're going to climb one of the most climbed mountains in all of Alaska. It's 5 degrees, the wind's whipping just a little bit. Don't forget to subscribe and we'll see you along the trail. Okay, this is the first hike of 2021, at least winter hike, excuse me. It's like 5 degrees out here. It's cold. I've probably made a beginner's mistake already, and I put my puffer jacket on to start with. I'm already getting hot. Puffer jackets are great at the summit, but usually when you start hiking, they're not really the best piece of equipment. That said, it was cold, and so I started out wanting to be warm. I'm kind of at the bottom now. I'm going to be heading up there. And so take a look around here. Gorgeous sunrise this morning. So it's going to be a beautiful day to be hiking. We're going to get up here on the summit and take a look around. I'm going to shed a layer here. Well, not shed, I'm going to hopefully replace the layer. I forget what I put in my pack. But I'm hoping I put the jacket in there that I thought I put in there. Seems like anytime you're doing the first hike of the season, you always forget stuff. So instead of unzipping my whole pack, I'm hoping I can sneak in from the side here. And sure enough, I did not put in the jacket I thought that I did. Of course. But I have a vest. And so we'll see how that goes. A couple things about winter hiking. You always want to have your chapstick, and make sure you bring lots of water. When it's 5 degrees right now, and when it's this cold, the air is really dry, and so it ends up drying your body out, your lips out, just about everything. So make sure you got your chapstick, which I do. We'll see if this is enough. I hope that this is enough because the puffer coat was a little too much. And if I would have had, I had a long sleeved windproof jacket I was bringing with me. That was going to be my climbing thing, but we'll see how that goes. And so right now I have on some gaiters here. These pants I can zip down the sides, so if it gets too hot, I don't think I'm going to have that problem today. And then I have my microspikes on. And the nice thing about it being this cold is microspikes don't collect a lot of snow. Okay, I just left a camera out there doing a time warp sunrise. And so that's going to be really this direction here. Makes me wonder if I should have pointed it the other direction, but I'll put that in right here. We're still going up. I'm still going to be going up for probably another hour and a half, to be honest. But so far, switching out of my puffer coat to this setup hasn't been bad. I'm pretty comfortable. So I'm probably about a third of the way up. Sun's still rising, you can see. That's Anchorage down there. And that is Flattop. And behind us over here, that's Peak 2. Eventually, I'd like to be standing on the top of Peak 2 today. All right, I've worked my way around the back side, coming up in the front side. Kind of wish I was over there in the sun, but you don't get what you want all the time. And we're heading up to that peak right there, so we'll take a look at that in a bit, hopefully. Well, this is kind of hard going here, but it'll eventually go up into that saddle there. I'm going to look from that saddle. We'll go through and look at the back side of this. There's a huge canyon there. And then we'll go ahead and climb up to Peak 2 and come off of it. The vistas from Peak 2 are pretty amazing, so looking forward to showing you that. So I've reached the saddle in between Peak 1 and 2. And you probably can't see a whole lot here, but nobody else has been through here yet. And it's about, mid-calf deep. In some places it's deeper. We're going to scooch around here where we can see this valley. Pretty spectacular view when we get there. And it looks like there's some sun there, which is nice. I wish the sun was on us. And so here we are, about knee deep. So I made it to the saddle here, overlooking this secondary canyon. It's called Gasline here. And there is Peak 2. It's a little cold. I'm gonna put on my puffer here in a minute. And then down there is Anchorage, Alaska. So I'm on the stairs, heading up. That's vertical. It doesn't look like it, but it is. And there is Peak 2. You can see the wind blowing snow off the top of it. A little windy up there probably. Gorgeous views today. This is Flattop right behind me. That is the most climbed mountain in all of Alaska. It's a little chilly up here. Wind's howling, it's 5 degrees. We got about 18 inches of snow a couple days ago, but pretty darn gorgeous day. Well, on my descent, I've been in the shade until right now, coming down that backside there. And so it's nice to be in the sun. Take a look here. There's Cook Inlet out there. Yeah, nice day for a walk. And right up there behind me is where we were at. That's Peak 2. So we're going to continue the descent here. I got my snowshoes on right now. I put those on at the peak because one of the problems I always have coming down is I punch through. And so with snowshoes on, I thought I could avoid that. And so far they've been pretty good. It's kind of easier to stay off the main trail. But it's a lot easier than punching through. So we'll continue on our merry little way here. All right, I've finally gotten down where the trail's up better. And so I'm gonna take my snowshoes off, put my spikes back on. Boy, up on top, it was so cold up there, the wind blowing. I didn't even have time to think about food. Usually, as soon as I hit the summit, I start thinking about food, what I'm gonna have for lunch. And it was so stinking cold up there, I didn't even have time to think about that. That's cold. I just kind of halfway threw my gear around, enough to get down off of there. I kind of didn't think I was ever gonna warm up. I mean, I knew I would eventually, but it's like, I didn't think it was gonna happen on this hike, but now it's pretty comfortable. Oh, I got a few layers on, but still. I really should get some straps to put these on with. I was just kind of jank them on however. All right, we'll drink of water. So we're only probably 45 minutes from the trailhead now. All right, so I'm gonna get going here a bit. It turned out to be just a stellar day. I'm sure it's warmed up from 5. I don't know what it is now, but it sure is nice out here. Well, I'm nearly back to the trailhead. Thanks for coming along today. It was a great day out here. And don't forget to subscribe.